Attention! Forward march! Hut, 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 halt! Attention! At ease. Attention! Salute the grill.
Hello, Grill! Hey, welcome to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. Today we're at beautiful Heritage Hills State Park in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yes.
And did you know that we have Tim with us here because it was 150 years ago that the anniversary of the Civil War happened.
Really?
Yep, April 12, 1861.
April 12th.
Yep.
That's today.
Well, that's right, we're taping on April 12th.
Yeah.
150 years ago today, shots rang out to start the Civil War. So it was kind of, don't worry about it, Merrill. That was 150 years ago.
Not worried. Okay.
You're just hearing things again.
All right, okay, thanks.
Now, we have Tim with us here today because we're going to chat a little bit about foods of the Civil War and how it relates to technology and the grilling today.
Oh, good.
So it's kind of neat. So welcome all of Wisconsin.
Yeah, hi.
Welcome all of the state of Minnesota. From Stillwater, Minnesota to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and the small town of Rouy, Wisconsin.
Rouy, Wisconsin.
Tim, should we say hello to Aunt Rita?
Let's do it.
All right. Hello, Aunt Rita.
Hi, Rita.
And don't forget our good friend Wild Bill.
Good old Wild Bill.
Yep, good friend of ours. So let's get grilling, shall we?
All right.
Sounds good. Let's do
Okay.
it.
Attention!
Here we go again.
Reverse. Forward march. Hut. 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 Hut.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you by North Star Mohican Casino and Resort, the Minnesota Propane Association, Golden Plump Chicken, the Beef Councils of Wisconsin and Minnesota, and by Fat Louie's Olive Oil.
Here we go, kids. Hey, welcome to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling.
I'll tell you what, whether you're a 150-year-old Civil War reenactor like Merrill, actor, or like the technologies of the Weber grills like we do, you're going to have a time for a great show today.
Yes, they are. I'm hungry,
You know,
too.
we have a little theme today. It's gas versus charcoal.
Right.
Gas versus charcoal. I'll tell you what we're doing here today. I'm going to put a little bit of grated Swiss cheese over the top of my asparagus because it's almost done. And then I'm going to show you how you can create your own beautiful asparagus. So there's the grated cheese over the top of the asparagus. We're going to put the hood down. Here's what you're going to do. We're going to marinate some nice fresh asparagus.
Okay, good.
Now, when I was growing up, we used to pick fresh asparagus.
Did you really?
Oh, we'd go to the back in the neighbor's back 40. We'd
Back there?
Well, close, yeah.
Okay, all right, just wondering.
We'd snap off a pound or two of asparagus. We'd bring it home to Mom, and Mom, she was a graduate of Stout University in 1952.
Okay.
The year the Weber charcoal grills came out, by
That's
golly.
right, exactly.
And she'd take that pot of boiling water. She'd start it at noon. She'd throw our beautiful asparagus in there, and we didn't eat till 6 o'clock at night.
Oh my gosh, terrible.
So we had a couple sayings about Mom.
Yep.
If you starch my shorts...
No. That's not.
If you boil it, you spoil it. If you grill it, you put thrill into it. Fresh grilled asparagus, real quick. We want to create a nice little marinade. I'm going to squeeze a little acid over the top. That's
All
a
right.
nice sweet orange. I'm going to add some beautiful cilantro. Actually, that's broadhead parsley we added today.
Okay.
We added some nice fresh onions, but put them in onion rings because we want to taste that flavor later
Oh,
on.
boy.
Sweet peppers over the top of that. And we're going to seal it all in with a little Fat Louise lemon.
Okay, good. I like lemon.
And I'm going to blend that all together. And we're going to place that on the grill, medium direct heat, for about 4 to 5 minutes. I'm going to give them a little asparagus roll backwards and add the grated cheese.
Let's
get to your ribs.
The
Come on, that's enough
asparagus
of that.
shuffle.
Enough
All
of
right,
that. Get
folks,
to your
I'm
ribs.
doing some ribs here.
I'll give you a hand.
Ribs are so easy to do. I'm using the good old Fat Louise roasted onion cilantro. Okay, olive oil is really great. I went ahead and oiled these ribs first.
Yes, you did.
I've got some spare ribs, and I got some country style spare
And a little
ribs
Grandma
also.
Hazel's rub.
A little Grandma Hazel's rub. You could even do this the night before if you like. Now first, I'm going to stir them up first, but I'll tell you what. I'm going to go over to the searing station. I realize that I got some on the charcoal, but I want to sear these up first. The golden brown. Let's go over to the searing station.
Hey, you know what's great is Weber came out with new lines of gas grills, and they do have a wonderful searing station with 2 great burners sitting side by
Look at that
side.
baby.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to sear those up really good. About on these, since I got the searing station, about 3 to 4 minutes on each side is all what I have to do. It works out absolutely fantastic all the time for there. Alrighty, well, I'm searing this up. What do you got grilling there, Mad Doggy?
Sounds good. We're going to do a little sweet corn action. Tradition has it, we leave the husks on this gosh darn stuff. We submerge it in a bucket of water for a couple hours. You place it on the grill, and it chars done, and it steams done, and that's okay. But I was chatting with Merrill a little bit earlier here today,
yeah.
and you actually told me that the older you get, the harder it is for you to strip.
Oh, it is. I can't get the buttons. It's just terrible. It's just really terrible all the time for that.
Yeah, we're talking the sweet corn here.
Oh, okay.
Stripping down the ears of corn. So here's what we're going to do in the good old summertime. Here's how you're going to do sweet corn from now on. You're going to do a little assembly line, but we're going to get rid of the husk. We're going to get rid of the silk, get rid of that gosh darn mess right away. For each and every ear of corn, here's what you need: a sheet of paper toweling and a sheet of the universal foil. Now we do need to dampen that sheet of paper toweling, as if we left the husk on the corn.
All right.
Now traditionalists, we could add a little water on there, melted butter, salt and pepper, but that's old-fashioned. Garlic salts, onion salts, seasoning salts.
Epsom salt?
Cajun spices.
Oh, no Epsom salt.
No,
okay,
no Epsom salts.
All right.
But you can do some nice salad dressings over the top. You can grab a nice bottle of beautiful Door Peninsula winery. I'm going to use the red today.
Okay.
Little Cabernet.
Boy, tough.
Of course. There we go. Do a little puddle of red wine right there. I'm going to add a nice little swirl of olive oil over the top of that. I'm going to add some garlic over the top, some nice fresh herbs, a little squeezings of lime, and we're going to roll that first up in that sheet of paper toweling. Now, with all good men, whenever you make a mess, you cover it up ASAP. Right. So we're going to roll that up in the universal foil. Now, we're not chefs.
No, we are not chefs.
We're grillologists, but I can say the word infused, and we're going to place these on the grill, medium direct heat for about 10 to 12 minutes to turn them once or twice during that cooking process. But should we go take a look at your ribs?
Hey, let's take a look at the ribs here. I've already browned up the ribs already earlier. Now this we've doing the indirect method of cooking on the ribs.
Oh,
so I've got
those look
25 coals on each side, a nice golden gray. You can see that the oil and everything's browning them up very nice. I brown these on. You want to brush your barbecue sauce on really about the last 10 or 15 minutes. It's really important on there. A lot of people have a tendency to go ahead and put the barbecue sauce on too early, and it'll burn. Every time it'll burn on there. Also, what I've done, I went ahead and taken some hickory chips that I went ahead and purchased, and I went ahead and just sprinkled them right on top of the hot coals there, so you get a nice smoke. I don't want to overdo it all the time on there, so it works out really good. You have no problem at all whatsoever.
Those ribs really look nice. You know, I said back in 1952, Weber came out with the charcoal grills, and what they did is they banked 2 piles of coals on the bottom like we did here today. You put the meat product in the center, and the world had a convection oven for the first time in history.
Right, exactly.
So it was kind of neat. It was a great life. It was carefree, and Merrill was out there doing the hula hoop back in 1952.
I was.
His hair was flying in the wind.
Oh, I had hair back then. I was sort of long. I had the Ben Franklin look, but it was good.
Wait, maybe that was circle flies.
No, those are always in the back of a horse.
Oh, yeah. And then as folks, they bought him a slinky toy.
Oh, do you remember the slinky?
Sure they do.
Yeah, I'd take that slinky and I'd put it at the top of the stairs and I'd watch it go all the way down the bottom, and I'd pick it up and I'd go all the way up to the top of the stairs.
Wait. You had a ranch home.
Well, yeah, I had 3 steps.
Let's go unveil my stuff here.
Okay, let's
you
see
stay right there and watch this. I'll tell you what, look at that beautiful asparagus. It's melted over the top. It's done delicious. Brussels sprouts on the grill. You haven't lived. Here's that sweet corn that we did. Let me unroll that baby. That's 10 to 12 minutes, medium direct heat over a nice medium heat. And I'll tell you what, it is to die for. Look at that, steaming mad. It comes out delicious with the wines.
Oh, beautiful.
Absolutely delicious.
I love that.
Good
That's
stuff.
great. Good stuff. Good eating.
You know, I was just thinking, if you're in the market for any great grills this year, you can go to see the good folks at Ace, True Value, Do It Best hardware stores. They all have the Weber line of grills. But I think we need to go see Re-enactor Tim and see what's up top of the hill.
All right, sounds good.
Let's take a little trip up there and see what's going on.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you in part by Weber Grills.
Each night, billions of stars paint the sky, but one star shines brighter than all the rest. Introducing a destination unlike anything the Northwoods has seen before. More spacious, luxurious, and action-packed than ever. A place filled with incredible amenities and endless good times, where you can come to play all day and stay all night. Discover North Star Mohican Casino Resort. There's only one North Star.
Hey, Mad Dog, why did you grill greasy ribs at the bank?
I wanted to eat rich food.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Joke of the Week is brought to you by Mad Dog and Merrill's signature spices and sauces, available at these and other fine retailers.
Arthritis affects about 1/4 of Americans and has been called the coming epidemic. Many who suffer this painful disease have sworn for years that tart cherry juice minimized their symptoms. Now these claims are supported by scientific evidence. The University of Michigan states that tart cherries may play a role in reducing the pain of arthritis. Country Ovens offers a delicious tart cherry juice drink with and without sugar. Just 30 minutes from Green Bay, Country Ovens is an essential stop when visiting Door County.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you by North Star Mohican Casino and Resort.
Well, welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. I'll tell you what, it's the 150th anniversary of the Civil War. What are you doing, Merrill?
Is there like a Wolverine in there or something?
No, a badger!
Oh, guys, don't do that.
No,
we're out here, I'm scared.
That's the ovens they used back 150 years ago for the Civil
Really?
War. Yeah, they took like wet willow branches and they crisscrossed and made a frame.
Yeah.
And then they made their own cement by clays and sand and branches and stuff, and they packed it around it. And then when they put their first fire in there, it burned away the willow, so we have just the clay shell.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll bet you could even do a pizza in there.
Well, you know what they do is they put the coals in there, they let them get good and gray, the wood,
Yeah.
and then they pull the fire out, and they put the breads in there to bake and close up the hood, the door, and it acts like a regular oven.
That's hot.
That would be hot, I'll
I
tell
mean,
you
that's
what.
really hot.
But let's check out the cool smoker now, shall
Oh,
we?
I like
right
smokers.
over this way
I
here,
like
Merrill.
that.
Come on.
That's an old smoke. Well, obviously, it's an old smokehouse.
Yeah, you know what they did? The smokehouse is great. It's got ventilation on top for the smokes to go through.
Okay.
And what they do is the fire pit's actually way in the far corner on the inside.
All right, gotcha.
So it's not an outside box, it's on the inside. They'll actually start the wood like hickory,
Okay.
let the flames go way down, then they'll add wet lumber to that.
Ah.
And they'll do fish for days in there, and they actually raise the hogs. The pigs are raised right over here. And
That
they
was convenient.
It certainly was. They can
Get
do
her
it-
done. Throw
get
her in
done,
there.
Get it right
That's
out there.
it.
But they'll smoke those for days.
Really?
Yeah, it's just phenomenal. But nowadays, good technology we have, thanks to the good folks like at Weber Grills with a
Yeah.
22.5-inch Smoky Mountain cooker.
Right.
We've got the temperature gauge on there, so we don't have to worry about it. And I know you can cook
Exactly.
at different temperatures.
Yeah, I like different temperatures. What's great at this, I like cool smoking like at 185 degrees.
Yep.
And do a natural smoke about 225. That's normally what people will go ahead and smoke at. But what's great is you got the gauge up here. You can adjust the flow of heat with the vents. You got
Sure.
a vent on top, you
And
got the
what's-
vents on the bottom.
What's kind of neat is that it's in like a bullet shape, so it's a nice even heat. It's got the enamel coating
Right.
baked on so that it actually controls the temperature and
That's
holds
a
it
really
in.
good point because it really holds the heat compared to other smokers, that's for sure.
Two great tops on here, which is 22.5-inch. You can put like loads of racks of ribs. I love mine,
Love
the
them.
chicken thighs, and it's got a moisture pan down below for apples, for apple juice and things like that.
Sure.
You can add different moisture in there, so it's kind of neat.
Good old flavor. I
Yep.
like it. It's
But you know
great
what?
eater.
We got to go see what Tim's got some
Tim,
grub
does
for
he?
us.
I'm good. I'm good. Ready for grub. Let's go, man.
Let's
He's
go
right
see-
over there. Let's
let's
go.
head over
I
to
like
see
that.
Tim. Smells
My gosh,
good.
Oh boy, it sure does. Look at that.
Hey Tim, what you up to? Are you cooking us grub?
Well, I don't really know if you want to eat this food.
I don't know. You don't know Mad Dog and Merrill.
Looks pretty good. I like that.
So what do we got? Is this a typical meal that we'd have 150 years ago with the Civil War?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Really?
So let me tell you what we got here.
Sure.
We got beans.
Okay.
Of course, boil up your beans. That was a regular staple for the soldiers to eat.
So they came in dry. You set up camp. You had to soak the beans.
Soak the beans and then boil them up and add some other ingredients. Some molasses, a little bit of mustard, salt and pepper.
Okay.
Follow a bee to the beehive and see what
That's
happens.
right. The men
Yeah.
would forage.
Sure.
They weren't supposed to.
Sure.
But
Okay.
one of the things they would forage for is, a beehive where they
Yeah.
get some honey and sweeten up the beans here. So hey, I got a rhyme
Do you?
for the
beans?
beans. Yes.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's
Because
hear
the
it.
bean that we mean, that we'll eat like we've never eaten before. The army bean, so neat and clean, will stick to your ribs evermore. That's what the men would
I
say.
bet it would.
back
So
in
they
the
eat
Civil
beans
War.
all the time, every day?
Yeah,
or-
beans or peas, dried
Okay.
peas, things that could last a long time. I saw you
Is
notice.
this tile?
Sure, you can use that in your bathroom if you'd like.
Holy cow, they use
The
this as
men
a
would
weapon?
they would eat that. They'd
Really?
eat that. They got about a pound of bread ration a day.
Yeah, but
And-
where's the bread?
Yeah, where's the bread?
Yeah.
So that's just flour, salt, and water, and that is it. It's called hardtack,
Yeah.
and it was made in the army bakeries and then shipped to the men. So
And how long would this last?
that would last 150 years. There's a piece of this in the Minnesota Historical Society's museum.
Really?
150-year-old piece of hardtack.
Now this would have to
Cool.
break some teeth.
Yes, they called it
Let's see.
teeth crushers and teeth dullers, and there was a way to soften it up, though.
And how was that?
Well, you see, I got some bacon frying, because you'd get a 3/4 of a pound of pork as a ration a day. So
and how much bread?
A pound.
A pound of bread. 3/4 pound.
And so you fry up your bacon, then take your hardtack, soak it in some water.
Yep.
And then fry her up in the grease there, and soften it up, give it a little bit of flavor, and make it more palatable.
And it was called what again?
Skilly-gally.
Skilly-gally. I think I've had that
You gotta
before.
like that.
Yeah. And
Skilly-gally.
I hope there's something really good brewing in that pot.
Well, we got coffee.
Coffee, all right.
That's good enough.
Main coffee.
And how do you do the coffee?
Well, it's interesting how the coffee would come. You'd hope that it would come, grounded and roasted, but not always. Sometimes it came green. The green beans would come. You'd have to roast it yourself over the fire, crush it yourself. So, I don't suggest you try any of our coffee here.
Really?
Didn't they have like a steamers and make lattes and stuff like that?
They dreamt about that.
Yeah, the guy's going to say, I'll take a mocha, please. Hold the sugar.
Well, you know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do a little later on, Tim? You know what we're going to do, Merrill?
What are we going to do?
I'm going to make a cannon. And we got a can. I'm going to make some cannonballs.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, I like that idea.
And we're going to pack them. We're going to pack those cannonballs in the cannon, and I'm going to fire them out.
Boom.
Have you ever used an artillery piece?
What's an artillery piece?
No, but I'm going to do a cannon.
That's me.
Oh, well, I don't.
Art? You draw
that's
that?
what we're going to do.
I don't think it's a good idea,
That's
guys.
what we're going to do. Let's
We'll
get back
see.
to do some grilling, folks. We'll be right back. Thanks, Tim, so much for the
Yeah,
thank you.
thanks a lot.
I'll
Well,
talk to you sometime about that artillery thing.
Good luck to you.
We'll be
Okay,
right back.
thanks,
We'll be right
thanks.
back with more grilling.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you in part by Door Peninsula Winery.
Old friends and new faces come together when you visit Door Peninsula Winery. Tour the 1868 Schoolhouse Winery. Taste from an extensive selection and enjoy the layers of flavor with the pairings from our own Bistro 42 restaurant. You'll find locally grown Door County fruits and premium grapes to enhance your experience when in the tasting room. Door Peninsula is Door County's original winery and brings Door County to your glass. Visit and enjoy all the offerings of Door Peninsula Winery.
Fire up that grill.
Hey, Merrill, what's on the grill?
Beef!
And it's time for the great beef tip, and that's for sure. You know, beef has, the Beef Association tells us that they have 29 lean cuts of beef. Just one powerful protein, though. Good for you, let me tell you that.
It is, yep.
Less than 10 grams of total fat per serving, which is wonderful. In fact, the American Heart Association and the Diabetes Association recommend lean meats like beef.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and beef has 10 essential nutrients. And we're talking cuts of meat like the T-bone,
No, the tenderloin.
top loin,
Sirloin.
and the flank steak.
That's right,
Yeah, can't
that's
forget
right.
the flank steak. Great taste, healthy meals, America's favorite protein, that's for sure. And on the grill right now, chuck shoulder pot roast.
We got it. We got
Give 'em a
chuck shoulder
hand.
pot roast. Very
Thank you,
simple.
Chuck. Thank
you know,
you,
we're
Chuck.
making everything lean now. We've
Yes.
got the fat off of this. This is a great pot roast to do on the grill.
Ooh, boy.
As you can see, I've seared this up on both sides. I like to get it a nice golden brown. I rubbed a little bit Fat Louis olive oil on the top of that.
Can I use a little bit of garlic?
Yeah.
Garlic and
Yeah.
pepper?
Sure.
Thank you,
Season
sir.
that
Just
very
a little
well.
garlic and pepper.
Now, the big thing that
for the
we're going to
pot.
do is we actually do this quite a bit, so we cook a lot in pans. People always ask, hey, you guys cook
Can
a
I
lot
be
in
the
pans?
panhandler?
Can be the panhandler. I'm going to put the roast right in. You can sit right on the pan
Thank
there.
you, sir.
There you go. We need a little moisture in that pan if we can.
How about some coffee?
Coffee. People don't believe it, but I like using coffee. You can use beer if you like, but there again, we're cutting down on the calories. Let's use some coffee and up the caffeine, I guess, is what we're doing on that baby. Good coffee, too, isn't it?
Certainly is.
A little veg action there.
All right, we have some onions that you diced up, chopped up. We've got wonderful potatoes. A complete meal all in one little package, especially with that nice lean beef. Some
Right.
wonderful carrots. A pot roast just like Mama used
Oh,
to
it
make.
is. It is. And you can do this, I mean, actually, for cooking time on this, I like even doing this like for an hour and a half if you can. You can even go a
Really?
little bit longer.
Now, do you cover it with foil?
Yep, cover it with foil, and then if you'd like, you could even add even the vegetables a little bit longer if you want the beef to cook. But we would wrap that around with on foil. And I've got one done over here, but look at this. man.
Delicious looking.
It comes out absolutely fantastic.
The Beef Association would be
Yeah,
proud
the
of you.
potatoes are done, the onions are done. Absolutely great, something really nice and lean. You know, we're cutting down on the fat. I hate that, but it's good.
Absolutely.
We got to do that. We got to eat healthy nowadays.
And you can actually go online at beeftip.com and learn more great recipes like this and how to use the chuck shoulder pot roast in other ways too.
I love
So
it.
happy beef grilling.
Yes.
Fire up that grill.
Melatonin is a potent antioxidant produced naturally by the body to help regulate and restore natural sleep patterns. Studies conducted by the University of Texas revealed that a handful of cherries has more melatonin than what is normally found in the body. Try a refreshing glass of Cherry Delight juice drink an hour before bed for a better night's rest. It also works great when traveling to help recover from jet lag. Just 30 minutes from Green Bay, Country Ovens is an essential stop when visiting Door County.
Well, welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. Tim was great, wasn't he?
Yeah, I liked Tim. I learned a lot from Tim. I'll tell you, fantastic.
It really was. Now, if you want to learn more about the Civil War, they got a great reenactment here at the Heritage Hill State Park. It's always the last weekend of June. This year it's June 25th and 26th, so you can learn more. But it's time to fire up the cannons.
Fire up the cannon. You got the, holy cow.
I know. I got my cannonballs right here. I made some homemade meatballs. Your favorite recipe, just roll them up. Nice medium direct heat on the Weber grills. We have our Go Dog buns. And I'm ready just to pop them little cannons right inside my cannonballs inside the cannon.
They're fitting right in there, aren't they?
Oh, you dang tootin' they are. And we're getting ready to fire those up, but before we do that, I'm getting hungry.
I know. I'm
hungry.
Just doing the good old traditional, brats and hot dogs. I'm searing off my ribs here, but since I got a nice low heat, I'm browning up the brats and hot dogs. People have a tendency to use too many coals, when they're grilling their brats. I just like browning up really nice golden brown. And I got some doggers here, too. There again, nice low heat. Don't crank that grill up on high. Turn it down. Nice, low, medium heat.
Merrill, I've got the Go Dog buns.
He's getting ready.
Put the tongs down, grab a Go Dog bun.
Oh, I'm scared. What do I do?
You take the Go Dog bun.
There's not a hole on the other end there.
You got a little bit of mustard if you want.
Okay, I like mustard.
I like mustard and ketchup.
I'm not a ketchup guy.
Yeah, I am. A little ketchup in there. I like some onions in mine. Little kraut. Never hurt anybody.
I like the
little more kraut in there.
All right,
and I'm going to circle around.
We'll switch.
And all you simply do with the Go Dog buns is really simple to do. And I'm going to use my fingers because we're used to it here.
What? We're on television.
And all you do is twist it right in.
Okay.
And you got your Go Dog bun. It's all set to go, and it's absolutely wonderful on the grill.
You twist it right in?
Absolutely.
Okay. I can't twist again like I did last summer. All right, I'm going to use that too. I'm going to do the same thing, using my hands.
Yep.
It's hot. This hot dog's hot.
Hurry up and twist it in. It won't be so hot.
Oh, man, that's hot. Shouldn't do that. Don't do that at home, kids. Okay.
Now, don't forget, the reenactment was great, and the old-fashioned ways of doing outdoor grilling is fun, but for the new technology, if you're in the market for gas grills, for the Weber grills, head on over to Ace, True Value, the do-it-best hardware stores, and you can pick up some great values. Brand new Weber Genesis models, the great Spirits over here, the Performer charcoal grill, great cooking here.
Life is good.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to have this, and we're going to post a little wine and finish the show.
Are we really?
Yeah, so hurry up and eat.
Can we just have the wine?
Hurry up and eat. Go away, camera. Hurry up and eat.
Okay. Good.
The wine's coming up. Door Peninsula Winery.
Really?
Cabernet.
All right.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you in part by the Minnesota Propane Association.
Hello, everybody. Mad Dog and Merrill. We are the pros of propane. Do you know that?
I do.
And there's nothing more that we like doing than getting the grills out and start grilling.
I love to grill.
I do too.
Everybody knows that propane is great for the grill.
Great, yes.
But it's so much more. It's a smart choice. It's a green fuel for work and for home. And let me tell you, Merrill, what are you doing now?
I'm going to start the grill.
You're a professional. You know how to start grills, and you're doing it all wrong.
Oh, that's right. I'm embarrassed, even on television.
You remember that one gentleman in Fort Wayne?
Yeah, true story. This gentleman in Fort Wayne, Indiana, comes up to me and he says, I got a grill like that, but every time I light it, the top flies off.
And he goes, wait. He says, say that again.
I said, every time I start the grill, light it up, the top goes off.
So now, what's the proper way to ignite the grill?
The proper way you got to do is, number one, is you got to lift the hood of the grill.
Yep.
Okay?
Now, do you have gas?
You got to make sure that your gas is on down here first. And as you can see, I do have gas. There's a weight scale right there. So I got plenty of gas.
Almost a full tank.
Now I'm going to start the...
Excuse me. It's the first time Merrill's ever cooked with a full tank.
I know, but there's always hope. There's always hope. Now I'm going to light the first burner.
Okay.
And as you can see, I light it, we see the flame.
And I actually heard it, and I can see the flames.
And it's very important to do that. You got to make sure that you see the flame when you light up the grill.
Now, if you don't see the flame,
right,
and if you don't think it's ignited, then what you want to do is you want to turn your burners back off, let the air kind of circulate a tad bit, and then restart again, and you'll have a lot better results because you don't want the air to build up, the gas to build up in there.
Exactly.
Now, what are you going to do?
Hey, so we're going to close the hood on this grill.
Yep.
And we're going to preheat our grill first.
What are you going to preheat your grill on?
You're going to preheat the grill on
high.
Everybody got it out there? What do you preheat your grill on?
High.
for 5 minutes. That's Mad Dog and Merrill's Griller's High Five.
Yep, and what do you do when you're done grilling?
Now, when you're done grilling, leave your grill on for 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Yep.
That'll get rid of all the grease and everything down on the bottom of the grill.
So you don't have a problem.
That's right, and then make sure that you completely shut off all the valves on the grill where it's completely shut off. After it's completely shut off up here, go down to the tank and then shut that off, and then you're all set, ready to go.
Always practice safe grilling with propane. It's a great choice.
Yep.
Hey, happy grilling, folks.
Happy grilling, folks.
Each night, billions of stars paint the sky, but one star shines brighter than all the rest. Introducing a destination unlike anything the Northwoods has seen before. More spacious, luxurious, and action-packed than ever. A place filled with incredible amenities and endless good times, where you can come to play all day and stay all night. Discover North Star Mohican Casino Resort. There's only one North Star.
Hey, Merrill, how do you barbecue in the jungle?
I don't know, Mad Dog. How do you barbecue in the jungle?
You put it on the gorilla.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Joke of the Week is brought to you by Mad Dog and Merrill's signature spices and sauces, available at these and other fine retailers. Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you by Golden Plump Chicken.
Well, welcome back. Time to wrap things up here, Merrill.
It is time to wrap things up, guys.
We've had a great time. Many thanks for tuning in this week, and we appreciate each and every week on your local CW network in Wisconsin and the state of Minnesota. Plus, you know where else they can catch us?
Where?
On maddogandmerrill.com.
What about Facebook?
They can go to maddogandmerrill.com, and right there's a little thing that says Facebook. Join us.
Starts with an F.
Click right there.
Yep.
And you can find our signature sauces and spices online. You can order them, or you can find them throughout the state of Wisconsin and Minnesota, throughout the different grocery stores. But it's time to do a little bit of cannon shooting.
Cannon shooting?
Hold on right there. We need a target, Merrill. Hold on.
Cannon
We got some Mad Dog and Merrill's #1 sauce.
It is #1.
It's got to be thick and rich, so we're going to see if it sticks.
Oh, you know what? That feels pretty good.
Hold on. Now we need a bloop. Okay.
Bloop, okay.
Now I got to get my antenna on.
All right.
Hang on.
Okay. Oh, it feels good. I'd like to have this sauce on all the time if I could.
Here we go. You ready, Merrill?
Yeah, I'm ready.
It's worked.
Did it really?
Yes, it's time to prost now.
To prost.
To all you good listeners, to all you great grillologists, here's to you. Now, we can't drink on air, so we got to turn around.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Whoops.
Whoops.
I dropped my meatball.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is a production of Lashbro. For video production and marketing communication needs, go to lashbro.com. For recipes, tips, tricks, and techniques, go to maddogandmerrill.com. Tune in every Sunday at 9:30 on this CW station for Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin'.
We got Mad Dog. We got Mad Dog. We got Merrill. We got Merrill. We got Merrill. It's time for the Midwest Grilling Show. Fire up that grill right now. Fire up that grill right now.